Before we get started, I would appreciate if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Welcome back to my channel. So today in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Bank of England's real-time gross settlement engine. They're building a new core RTGS settlement engine, and this system is going to be built to be interoperable with DOT-based payment systems. So it's very likely that the Bank of England's new RTGS system will interface with innovative DOT-based payment systems for facilitating high-value payments cross borders. And which cryptos do we know that are designed for that function today, for cross-border payments? The three X's: XRP, XDC, and XLM. So let's get into it, shall we? The future of finance, our response. We explored how the financial system might change over the next decade and what we need to do about it. So this is the Bank of England website. So what we're doing, based on our findings, we're focusing on 5 key areas. Now, one of the areas that they're focusing on is we are enhancing the payments system for the digital age. Another thing is we are supporting the transition to a carbon neutral economy. So remember, these institutions, these banks are not going to come outright and say we are going to be leveraging XRP, XDC, XLM, those DOT-based payment systems for cross-border payments. They're not going to say it outright, but they're going to give you indications. So when they're saying we are enhancing the payment system for the digital age, what's the digital age? Cryptocurrency DOT-based payment systems. We are supporting the transition to a carbon neutral economy. We know the 3 cryptocurrencies, which are liquidity tokens, and that's designed to be used for cross-border payments as neutral bridge assets, are carbon neutral. XRP, XDC, XLM. Now, if we go down here, it says partner with other central banks to explore high-value payment systems. Could be used to deliver instant settlement in different countries, which would empower private innovations in cross-border finance. So that's what they mean when they're talking about the digital age. They're talking about partnering with other central banks, and they want to explore high-value payment systems. High-value payment systems, what are they going to be using? Which RTGS systems are they going to be using for high-value payments, to facilitate high-value payments cross borders that are able to do instant settlement, to deliver instant settlement? Which cryptos can do instant settlement? XRP can do instant settlement, same as XDC and XLM, in different currencies. You see this? It's saying different currencies, which would empower private innovations in cross-border finance. So the RTGS Renewal program. So the Bank of England is basically upgrading their RTGS system. And if you've watched my other videos, you'll know that the RTGS system, the real-time gross settlement system, is a system that is able to facilitate the delivery of payments in real time. And the Bank of England plans to upgrade their RTGS core settlement engine. So the RTGS Renewal program will deliver the next generation. What's next generation? Of our real-time gross settlement service. So let's look into what they're talking about. So let's see their vision. So they talk about their vision. They want increased resilience, greater access, wider interoperability. Now, the key feature I want to focus on here is wider interoperability. Now, they've got a picture here of a laptop and a phone. But when they talk about wider interoperability, they're not talking about being able to access the RTGS system from a laptop and a mobile phone. What they're talking about really is the RTGS system being interoperable with DLT-based payment systems, distributed ledger technology. That's what they mean by wider interoperability. So what's their plan? Let's look at their plan. So in 2023, the CHAPS, which is the RTGS system, plans to go live with ISO 2002022. In 2024, they plan to upgrade their RTGS system and introduce the RTGS core settlement engine. So what we're going to do in this video, we're going to look into this new RTGS core settlement engine and whether it's going to allow the Bank of England to use DOT-based systems to settle payments cross borders when they send over their high-value payments. So the functionality of the new RTGS system. Let's click on settlements. So this new RTGS system, it will have the capacity to support a diverse range of settlement models, including systems operating on innovative payment technologies, such as those built on distributed ledger technology. So there you have it. The Bank of England is telling you that their new RTGS system, which is going live in 2024, will have the capacity to support a diverse range of settlement models, including systems operating on innovative payment technologies, such as those built on distributed ledger technology. So in other words, their RTGS system will be able to interface with distributed ledger technology in order to settle payments. And which cryptocurrencies do we know that are designed for this sort of things? The three X's, XRP, XDC, XLM. They are designed and tailored for settlement of payments cross borders, especially XRP when it comes to wholesale payments dealing with banks, XLM, business to business, retail payments, XDC in the trade finance space. But the point I'm trying to show you here is that the Bank of England, their RTGS system, they are literally designing it to be able to incorporate this technology, distributed ledger technology. So those people that think this is not going to happen, it's going to happen. They're telling you right here. And they plan to have this system by 2024, where in 2024, their new RTGS core settlement engine would have this feature where it can use distributed ledger technology. So let's continue. The roadmap for real-time gross settlement service beyond 2024. So we're going to check this out. So here they talk about wider interoperability again. And this is, you're going to see this come up a lot of everywhere. When you look at these institutional documents where they talk about interoperability, what do you think they want to be interoperable with? The legacy system wants to be interoperable with the new distributed ledger technology payment systems. Those RTGS payment systems that are based on DLT, the legacy system wants to be interoperable with it. So the implementation, and that's what the ISO 20022 standard is all about as well. It makes it easier for different payment systems to be interoperable with each other, because all the banks are going to be on the same messaging standard. So it causes harmonization and better interoperability between these banks when it comes to sending messages and payments. So the implementation of a common messaging standard through the UK's ISO 20022 Common Credit Message will deliver wider interoperability between different payment types, making it easier to switch between payment systems should the need arise. So see, they want to make it easy for themselves to switch between different payment systems because they know where the future of finance is going. It's going into a digital age. Global standardization will enable greater interoperability with other payment systems. I mean, how clear do you want it? Greater interoperability with other payment systems. What other payment systems? What new novel payment systems do we have today? Distributed ledger technology, leading to more efficient fraud detection and increased processing efficiency. So our three focus areas for RTGS beyond 2024. So what they plan to focus on when they go live in 2024 with their new core RTGS settlement engine that's going to be able to interface with DLT-based payment systems. It's going to be interoperable with these systems. What else do they plan to focus on beyond 2024? Let's get into that now. What does the Bank of England plan to do? So new ways to connect to RTGS. Secure connectivity is fundamental to joining any RTGS service. We aim to provide ways of connecting that are cost-effective based on open standards and compatible with a wide range of technologies. Flexible connectivity can help us encourage more participants. So they're talking about ways in order to connect to their RTGS system, and they want an open standard that is compatible with a wide range of technologies. Which technologies? Distributed ledger technologies, flexible and innovative service. We see potential in closer integration between RTGS and other ledgers. What other ledgers? distributed ledger technology. This could mean linking RTGS with new digital asset platforms. What digital asset platforms? Let me guess. XRP could be one of them, XDC could be one of them, XLM could be one of them. They are the three main digital asset, crypto-based RTGS, DLT payment systems that can facilitate cross-border payments with instant settlement. This could involve closer links to RTGS systems in other currencies to transmit cross-border payments or support smooth liquidity management. We propose developing a new synchronization interface to enable this. Come on, look what they're telling you. They're telling you that they want to be able to synchronize with DLT-based RTGS payment systems to transmit cross-border payments in order to support smooth liquidity management. And it could involve closer links to RTGS systems in other currencies. What other currencies? Cryptocurrency-based currencies that can transmit cross-border payments. I mean, the writing's all on the wall. Look at this here. It tells you all new ways of connecting. They're summarizing it. Alternative channels to connect to RTGS alongside the SWIFT network. Linking RTGS with asset ledgers. What's an asset ledger? And payment systems. DOT-based payment systems. They're designing their RTGS system for 2024 to be able to synchronize with DOT-based payment systems. And they want to make it easy for DOT-based payment systems to interface and connect to their RTGS system. That's what they're basically telling you. And they make it even more clearer. You'll see as I get through this document. Here it says, look, compatibility with distributed ledger technology. The renewed RTGS, which is their new RTGS system that they have coming in 2024, is being developed to be able to interface with infrastructures based on wide range of technologies, including distributed ledger technology. Our DOT proof of concept demonstrated that RTGS needs to be able to generate suitable cryptographic proofs. See, they're making it even more clear that they're going to be compatible with distributed ledger technology. And there are only 3 distributed ledger technologies that are literally working with banks to enable banks to interface with them so that they can help support banks to facilitate cross-border payments using their DOT-based RTGS systems. And which distributed ledger RTGS systems are they? The 3 main ones in the cryptocurrency space are the 3 X's, XRP, XDC, XLM. They are literally going to change the financial game. They are literally going to be a part of the future of finance. Those 3 DOT-based systems. You may not see it now, but you have to have long-term vision just to understand where this is all going. So you may be thinking to yourself at this stage, okay, fine, the Bank of England plans to have their RTGS system compatible with distributed ledger technology. Now, what makes anyone thinks this means cryptocurrencies like Ripple, they could potentially, XRP, when I say ripples, I mean XRP, cryptocurrencies like XRP, they could potentially be leveraging, or XDC. What makes us think it's any of those cryptocurrencies? Well, you have to understand that firstly, those 3 are the main cryptocurrencies in the cryptocurrency space that's designed for this purpose. And secondly, the Bank of England here has spoke about DOT proof of concepts. So who have they done distributed ledger technology proof of concepts with? Which companies? Let's guess. Bank of England, Ripple proof of concept. We carried out a proof of concept with Ripple to explore the synchronized movement of 2 different currencies across 2 different real-time gross settlement systems linked using Ripple Connect. Today it's known as RippleNet and the Interledger protocol. In other words, their XRP ledger. We wanted to demonstrate how this kind of synchronization might lower settlement and risk and improve the speed and efficiency of cross-border payments. When was this proof of concept done? 2017, 5 years ago. And here they talk about it in this document. FinTech Accelerator proof of concept. And if you go to the bottom, they summarize it. They say, this proof of concept was a useful exercise to develop the Bank of England's understanding of synchronization and possible technical solutions. Our key learning points were that the Interledger protocol was able to support synchronization of payments between two simulated RTGS ledgers. Cross-border payments, when applied to wholesale markets, present different challenges than when compared with retail and corporate transactions, which the Ripple product is designed to handle. The availability of liquidity is one such challenge, and the proof of concept allowed the Bank of England and Ripple to begin exploring these questions. So, the Bank of England has already done proof of concepts with Ripple, and this was in 2017. And we know in 2024 they plan to have a new RTGS system that's going to be compatible with distributed ledger technology. Why is it going to be compatible with distributed ledger technology? Because they are enhancing the payment system for the digital age. So here we have other proof of concepts as well. Ripple was not the only DLT-based payment system that the Bank of England did a proof of concept with. They did it with other distributed ledger technology payment systems. Some, or not all of them, used native cryptocurrency assets, like Ripple has XRP on the XRP ledger. Some of the DLT-based systems didn't even have a crypto asset for a currency, and some did. But let's look at the other ones that they used. On 27th of March 2018, the Bank of England announced that it was running a proof of concept with Baton Clearmatics technology R3 and token. Now, I'm not sure what token is, but I know what R3 Corda. R3 is R3 Corda, and I've already discussed R3 Corda before, and if you watched my previous videos, you would know that R3 Corda is a private DLT system for banks that does not have a native token. But which tokens are they leveraging through a bridge? They are leveraging XDC, and they're going to use XDC as a settlement token. And what else are they going to use R3 Corda as a settlement token? They're going to use XRP. So R3 Corda is going to use XDC and XRP for settlement tokens. And the Bank of England also did a proof of concept with R3 Corda, and they did it with Ripple and other DLT-based platforms and systems, because the Bank of England is interested in leveraging DLT-based payment systems for cross-border payments. So, as you can see, it is pretty clear that the Bank of England is building and upgrading their financial system to be relevant for the future of finance. And the future of finance, if you don't know already, would involve interoperability with DLT-based payment systems to facilitate cross-border transfer of high-value payments. As you can see in this diagram that I made, Bank A and Bank B, all of them are ISO compliant, and they may have their own RTGS systems, but the Bank of England is building an RTGS system. They're upgrading their UpChap system to build a new core RTGS settlement system that can interface with distributed ledger technology like XRP, RippleNet, XLM, XDC. They can interface with these DLT-based payment systems in order to facilitate cross-border payments. Now, if you think that the Bank of England would waste their time, literally waste their time doing proof of concepts with companies like Ripple R3 5 years ago, doing proof of concepts with Ripple R3 Corda and DLT-based payment systems, and they're going to waste their time building new core RTGS engines that are going to be compatible with distributed ledger technology, with these innovative payment systems. Do you think that they're going to waste their time doing all of this if they had no intention of actually utilizing, leveraging, and benefiting from distributed ledger technology in cross-border payments? Do you think they're going to waste their time? Of course not. So to people that are currently holding cryptocurrencies like XRP, XDC, XLM, my advice to you is just be patient. Ignore the FUD, ignore the FUD, ignore the fear, the uncertainty, the doubt that are going to be spread over this time. Ignore all of that, because once this all kicks off And you will see it over the next few years. Slowly and slowly, things start to fall in place, with ISO 20022 becoming active in November. And in other places, it's becoming active with chaps in the UK in 2023. Their new RTGS system is going to be in 2024. Fedwire may become ISO compliant in 2025. And with all this happening, once this all kicks off over the next few years, you would have another problem to worry about, and that would be how to manage your new acquired wealth, God willing, and that would be your new problem. If you have patience and you hold on to your assets and you ignore the FUD, the FUD, then your next problem would be over the coming 5 to 10 years would be, how am I going to manage my new acquired wealth as a result of your smart and wise decisions to buy into this stuff real early when lots of people are ignoring it because they simply do not understand where this is all going. So if you have any questions, hope you've enjoyed this video, but if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below, and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so as to not miss my next video. Take care and goodbye.